Hi, this is Nick on the 2nd of July and finishing off this week's theme of self-leadership. And I've kind of alluded to it, but I'll say it outright. I think today, the idea I want to share with you is I believe there is a process of what I would call kind of natural evolution, natural emergence, that however you want to think of it or describe it, there is something in us, some intelligence in us that's wanting us to blossom, that is innately wanting us to become what we kind of already are, an embryo, but can blossom into. I always love that idea that, like the sunflower doesn't need to be told, the sunflower seed does not need to be told to become the sunflower. It naturally wants to. It's almost like you can't stop it. What it needs though is, soil and light and water and conditions and nutrients, and it will naturally blossom into what it is destined to become. And I like to think that that's how we are as people too, is that there is something in us that we can blossom into. It's a lovely idea to think that we could become anything we want to be. And maybe we can, I don't know. It's an interesting idea. I personally more resonate with the idea that there is a destiny. There is somebody whom we can blossom into, and that's already in us. The seeds of that are already encoded in us. We have gifts encoded in us. We have, the programming. We're innately programmed to blossom into somebody in this lifetime. And our job is to understand what that is and become that to the best of our ability, not to try and modify ourselves into who we'd like to be or who we think we should be. And obviously many of us can have a fear of well, what if I don't like the person that I'm supposed to blossom into? Or what if I don't like the idea of my destiny? And I understand that, and it's like, would the universe want us to become something that we'd hate? I think the universe really wants us to become somebody that we'd love to be rather than that we'd hate to be. And we may need to learn to handle, our gifts and, set boundaries and all sorts of stuff. But I do believe, what if the sunflower seed were to say, but I don't want to become a sunflower plant and flower. That's not what I want to become. I want to become an orange, but I guess we can only assume that it is the joy of the sunflower seed to blossom into its full potential. What if it would be our ultimate joy to blossom into our full potential? So to me, that's what self-leadership is all about, blossoming into our full potential. And that potential is already in us, those seeds are already in us embryonically. Our job is to understand them, nourish them, give them the nutrients, and remove the blocks within ourselves that would stop us blossoming. But the key is, there's a natural process that wants to happen. In a way, our job is to get out of the way and to nourish and nurture and allow what's in us to come out. So that's last thought on this week's theme of self-leadership. Tomorrow I start a new theme, and the new theme for next week is around our giftedness. My personal belief is that we all have gifts. We all came with gifts. So the theme for the coming week is understanding what it means to have gifts, the idea of being gifted, what's the difference between an ability, a skill, and a gift. Do we block our gifts? Do we get in the way of our gifts? Are we afraid to embrace our gifts, and how do we embrace them and live them out in our life? So that's going to be the theme for this coming week, starting tomorrow and going through to next Sunday. So God bless, enjoy the rest of today. Bye-bye.